Welcome to the Pacific Crest Trail. You are joining me at mile 1,153 out of 2,650 of my southbound PCT thru hike. In the last episode, you joined me as I hiked through the northern part of the NorCal section through beautiful wilderness, and the episode ended with my arrival at Castle Crags Wilderness. In this episode, you will join me the next morning at Castle Crag Campground, and we will venture back out together onto the PCT. Over the next 10 days, I have 2 bear encounters, enjoy lovely vistas, finally replace some key gear items, wade through a creepy bog, and reach the PCT midpoint. I cannot wait to share these next 233 miles with you over the course of 10 days. If you're new here, my name is Krista and I'm a long distance hiker. And if you're not new here, hi and welcome back. Good morning. I am here at the campground. I think it's called Castle Crags Campground, something like that. I'll double check and put it on the screen for you. So I stayed here in, I think it was campsite 24 or 25. It's a designated PCT hiker and biker campsite. So you pay $5 and pitch your tent. So I did that, and I'm hanging out here in the amphitheater now to charge my battery bank. I hung out here for a couple hours last night, had my dinner and everything, charged it up, and then I'm charging it again. I think I've got it to 50% capacity, which should be good for the next 5 days, but I'm going to have to be extremely cautious. So this camera battery is at 71%, and I don't think I'll be able to charge it again, so I'm gonna have to be selective about what I film. This next stretch will be a 5-day, 125-mile stretch, so I need to be very focused and keep myself motivated throughout the whole time to make sure I get there in 5 days. I've asked Brian to book me the motel there by the post office where I'm going in Old Station, so I gotta get there for my reservation. So that's a good motivation to push through. Okay, let's go. At this point in my thru hike, I was 1,155 miles in, and I was really starting to feel the pressure to get to the Sierras as fast as possible. The Sierra Nevadas are very high mountains, with the highest point of the PCT reaching 13,153 feet at Forester Pass. That means that snow could start falling at any time, and the later into the fall I was there, the more likely it would snow on me. At this point, the start of the Sierra PCT section was 400 miles away, so I was feeling the pressure to hike these 400 miles as fast as I could while trying to strike a balance between being efficient and still enjoying each day. Okay, I just reached my high point for the day, so it's downhill for the most part for 6 miles until my planned camp at a river in a gulch. I ran into a couple I met back at Crater Lake, so that was really cool to see them. They skipped ahead because of the smoke. They have a dog with them, so I got to see them again, which was neat. And otherwise, I've only seen one other person today. The trail's starting to get really quiet. It's 7 a.m. I just left camp, and I definitely have to do 25 miles today, but yesterday I did 29 miles total. So I'm kind of feeling like I might want to do a 30-mile day today, just to see if I can fit it in the daylight. But if I can start doing 30-mile days regularly, that'll just get me to the Sierras that much quicker. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to push myself too hard, of course. But if it's feeling good and it's still feeling fun, maybe I'll do 30s. We'll see. I think I'm going to climb up to the Alpine today. It's just been forest for the first part of this section. So hopefully you and I will get to see some alpine. I'll definitely show you if I get there. I've been climbing up the river valley for 5 hours now, and the trail looked the same the whole time. But now it's finally changing, so it's thinning out. The trees are thinning out. There's more shrubs like this here, and I'm almost at my highest point, I think, of the day. But it's not looking like alpine. I'm gonna stop up here for lunch. There's a dirt road, and on far out, people have said they got cell signal there. So I'll try to call Brian. It's so beautiful up here. I guess it's not fully alpine, because the trees are going right to the top, but hey, count it. So I've got for sure a few miles left. Maybe I'll push further if I'm feeling good. But yeah, it's, wow, really beautiful up here. This is not what I expected to see in Northern California. Beautiful rolling hills, tons of trees. Wow, so nice. Good morning. Things got tough last night. It got very cold. So when I got to camp, I just packed or unpacked as quickly as I could, had dinner, got into my sleeping bag as quickly as I could with literally every single layer I have on my body. But I was cold. I was tossing and turning. So I got a terrible sleep, I would say. I did order a warmer sleeping bag to Old Station, which is where I'll be in 3 days. Being cold at night like that, like I can tell my body is not as recovered as normal. I feel more sore, more stiff in my joints and muscles and stuff. Now I'm just procrastinating talking to you so I don't have to get dressed. I'm literally still like sitting in my sleeping bag, even though it's not even that warm, my bag. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna pack up, I'm gonna hike. Because when I'm hiking, I'll be warmer. I'm at camp. So I ended up doing 23 miles today instead of 25 because I am so tired and I just thought it doesn't make sense for me to push and hurt myself. So I stopped sooner than I planned, but I was really happy with how warm it was in this whole area once I got into this like pocket. So I'm hoping it's a warmer night. I'm still, of course, in all my cozy stuff, but I basically have everything done. Just gonna eat, brush my teeth, go to bed. Did a little side trip into Burney Falls National Park, got some snacks at the store, had some Wi-Fi. Now I need to do 20 miles in the back half of the day. It's around noon right now. It's hot, warm, yes! And I am listening to a podcast, using up some of my battery. I'm just gonna focus for a bit. Yo, yo, yo. There's cows right here. Holy smokes. 2 minutes ago, I saw a brown bear. So I think it's a black bear with brown fur just back there. I've just seen another one here. And there's cattle all through here. And it's running in the same direction, like the bear is running in the same direction I'm hiking. It seems to be afraid of me, but I'm nervous right now. This is extremely exciting and also a bit terrifying. I made it to the water cache, haven't seen the bear since. I was noisy. It was like 0.6 from here when I saw the bear, or 2 bears. So I'm feeling a bit better. The cattle all came back here and I filled up water, cache 22 here. So somebody maintains it and fills it, which is amazing. Thank you. And yeah, I'm just gonna have a snack, write in the logbook, and then get going again. I dropped down off the rim trail and there was a side trip to the gas station. I knew I needed to go there because I was low on fuel, and I did this huge shop with a bunch of snacks and drinks and stuff, and I almost forgot to buy fuel. From the gas station to the post office is 4 miles, and I'm headed to the post office. Right beside the post office is a resort, and I have a room booked for the night, which is great. So I'm gonna shower and then sleep in tomorrow morning because the post office doesn't open until 11. I am so stoked right now. I just got my packages, and I got 3 packages at the post office. It's 11 a.m. I had to wait till it opened. And I was expecting to get my new filter and a sleeping bag here, but I didn't get a confirmation email, but it looks like I may have gotten it. So let's open up my packages. Okay, so I've been using the Sawyer Mini this whole time. It's just a little bit too slow, I find, for through hiking. So I got the Sawyer Squeeze, the regular size. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Okay, so this is the mini. This is the regular. And then it just pours out that cap. And this screws on to my water sack. And it comes with a couple of these sacks, which I don't really like these sacks. They're really uncomfortable on the hands. I love these ones by CNOC. I bought this since being on trail, recommended by other thru hikers. You just screw this right onto here. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. So I got a marmot bag. This is good to minus 15 degrees Celsius. It definitely is bulkier. Wow. Oh wow. I am allergic to down, so I have to get synthetic. Okay, I gotta test it out. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Wow. It definitely feels thicker and warmer. Will it fit in my pack? We're about to find out. Like, it squishes pretty good. You can tell just by looking at it, like, that is thin. And it squishes really small. Much, much, much smaller than the orange one. Wow, that looks so nicely organized. Garbage bag to keep the sleeping bag dry. Okay, I think that's gonna be fine. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see how fast this goes. Oh my, that's incredible. It's just going. That rips. Okay, I've got my new sleeping bag in my pack. It's definitely more full, but it's in there. Started hiking around 2. Gonna probably do 15 miles today. And I'm hiking with my trail friend. She's just ahead of me. So it's really, really nice to have company right now. Hi, I've done 17 miles now today. It's finally clear and sunny, so I could pull the camera out. And not much to report. It's basically been completely hiking through burn scar all day. It was a big storm last night. Windy, pouring rain, but I was cozy and warm in my new warmer sleeping bag, which is so great. And I was camped with my friend, so that was awesome. I haven't seen her again today, but probably will at some point. Doing well at the top of my big climb. 4:30 p.m., 10 miles to go. It appears the bridge is out. And it's not exactly clear water, it's boggy, mucky. Oh my, this is not going to be fun. Well, This is happening, and I'm gonna take you with me, and I hope I don't drop you. Somebody wrote they went mid-thigh in the mud. So that's nice. Okay, here I go. Oh God. Oh. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, made it through. I'll show you my feet. So I got this deep right here. Mucky shoes. Should be about 3 miles to camp. Probably get my headlamp on soon. And I'm gonna camp by a water source. I'm in my tent now. That bright light behind me is the moon. It's a really bright moon tonight. So it's 10 p.m. I gotta go to bed. I want to try to do another 30 miles tomorrow. And tomorrow I reach the halfway point. So it's gonna be an exciting day. Okay, see you tomorrow. Morning. I accidentally slept through my alarm, so I'm half an hour behind what I wanted to be, but that's okay. So it's 7 a.m. Time to pack up. Hopefully be hiking by 7:30. Yesterday I did 30 miles in 13 hours. So if I get going by 7:30, I should be done by 8:30 again, which is good. Halfway! I can't believe it. I made it halfway. It feels unbelievable that I made it halfway, but it also feels unbelievable that I have to do that again. But it also feels doable. I'm like, okay, I could repeat that one more time. Made it halfway, made it halfway, made it halfway, oh, made it halfway, made it halfway, made it halfway, made it halfway, yeah, made it halfway. Halfway point, halfway point, halfway point. Gaining the ridge now, almost at Alpine. Headed to Mexico. Let's go. Over halfway now. Can you believe it? I'm not making the greatest time today. I think I'll be hiking till 9, 10 maybe. The end of my day is all downhill, so that's good. I can just coast into camp. Beautiful rock formations here. Wow. Slowing me down. Gotta keep going. I'm having a great time out here. So thankful to be out here. Woo-hoo! Big moment. Made it to the Sierra Range. Woo. Got going at 5:30. Really hoping I get to the road by 6 p.m. So I'm just gonna try to track my pace and get there. My goal was to get to the access road to Quincy by 6 p.m. so that I could figure out a ride into town before it got too dark. I knew I wouldn't have cell signal at the road, so I decided to call beforehand and have a good idea of my arrival time. The sun's up now. It's still cold, and I'm still going downhill, but I'm doing pretty well, I would say. I'm having to give myself more of a pep talk today than normal. When things feel hard, I have to say, you can do it, you can do it. There's where I came down from. I've gone over 15 miles today. It's 1 p.m. So I've got 14 miles to go. I've got a motel booked tonight. I've got a 0 tomorrow. Yeah, I'm really enjoying today still, even though it's hard. Water was beginning to get more sparse, and I started having to hike more side trails to get to water sources. Beautiful ridge! Hi guys, so I made it. I ended up getting to the trailhead at 7 p.m., so 1 hour later than I had planned, but 1 hour earlier than I had asked for a ride from the trail angel. So I got there, I wasn't sure what was gonna happen, and a trail angel showed up 1 minute later. It was like perfect. So that was awesome, and it was me and another hiker that was waiting there for like an hour. So we both got a ride into town. I got dropped off at the brewery. I had dinner and a beer right away, and then I walked to here to my motel. It was like a 2-minute walk. Slept in, and then I basically lied in bed till noon. I'm just feeling really tired. So I'm wearing my rain outfit, top and bottom, because I just washed all my laundry at the laundromat. Now I'm back. I did go to the post office and I got my package. So I've got my resupply here. And I also received a replacement tent. Here it is. My zipper on my vestibule broke at some point in the last however many days it's been now. What's the date? It's September 29th now. So probably a couple weeks ago, my zipper stopped working in one of my vestibules. I contacted Durston, and they have a program where they'll exchange a tent that's similar to your tent. So a tent that they have that's, for me, like lightly used, because it was still pretty early in the hike. So they sent me this lightly used one. It's all perfectly ready to go. And then I mailed them back my one that was broken, and then they have the ability to fix the zipper. So I thought you would be interested to see what I sent myself. So my next section of hiking, from here to, I think it's Sierra City. Let me just double check my notes. Yeah, so my next resupply is Sierra City, and it's 72 miles. So I'm gonna take just under 3 days to do that. So this should be just less than 3 days of food. So let's see what I packed myself. And at post offices, they will hold packages for you, general delivery, especially if they're used to hikers doing that and they're on like the route of the PCT. And it's really popular for thru hikers to use these flat rate boxes for 2 reasons. Number one, it's flat rate regardless of weight, so you can put heavy food in here, and it's gonna just be the same cost. I think it's like, for a large one, I think it's about $22. Yeah, $22.80 to send this. And then the second reason is it's priority mail, so it's just gonna get there quicker, especially if you need it. So here it is. It's like, it's full. I pack it with stuff. Okay, so the first thing is mango chips. I love these. I almost got the trail name pretzel because I have pretzels a lot. Macadamia nuts. I actually really like these bacon bits. They're quite good. Jolly Ranchers. I love having those with me. In this batch of resupply, I sent one of these per resupply. So one of my lunches. These are just miniature cookies, obviously. Skittles. I got new shoes in this one, and I filled them with snacks. Oreo, Ritz. I've been loving having these Ritz sandwiches for breakfast. I find it's hard for me to eat that early in the morning, so having those, it's actually so much easier for me to eat. coffee and electrolytes. Okay, more of those. Fresh shoes. These are the Ultra Lone Peaks. These ones are pretty much brand new. I actually used these to train on my treadmill in my apartment this spring. So they'll wear out a little bit quicker than brand new shoes, but I've never worn these outside. So the tread still looks great. So here's my dinners. Pesto pasta, which is my worst dinner I made. I would not do it again. Burrito bowl, one of the best. And goulash, also one of the best. And then I also sent ahead my multivitamin, toothpaste tablet, and Advil. Always nice to have an extra Ziploc. And then the last two things are a fresh hair elastic, because I was losing and breaking them, and my map. And that is it. So this will be my map from Quincy to South Lake Tahoe. And I haven't fully shown you the maps. This is what they look like. They're big. So I'll be circling everywhere I camp and writing notes all along the way of what happened, what I saw, who I met. It's my way of journaling so that I can mail it back to my husband, Brian, and then he can sort of experience the trail vicariously through me. That's my resupply. Mountain goat. This is how I've made all my short form videos. So I've been trying as often as I can to go on YouTube and respond to comments, go on Instagram and respond to comments, and post any extra videos if I have them, get things scheduled and whatnot. So I have to do that still. That's basically what I do on a resupply, I would say. Thank you so much for watching this episode. In the next episode, episode 12, you will join me as I make my final push to the start of the Sierra section at South Lake Tahoe. I finished the beautiful NorCal section over the span of about a week. See you then.